ever wonder what it's like to eat sushi at 11:15 in the morning? Well, the earliest that I have ever done was 6 o'clock in the morning at the Toyosu Fish Market in Tokyo, Japan, and that was quite an experience. And here in Los Angeles, I think the closest that I could ever get is probably to like 11. Well, there is a restaurant up here that opens at about 11:15. One of the most popular landmark restaurants in Little Tokyo in Los Angeles called Sushi Gen. It's a sushi restaurant that's popular not only because they have a wide variety of selections on their menu, but one of the most popular things that people would come to this restaurant for is their sashimi, particularly their sashimi lunch special deal, which comes with the fish, of course, as well as 3 different appetizers with the whole meal, the whole lunch meal for about $19.50. And this restaurant always gets such a long line. I mean, it's like a really long line just to eat this sashimi every single day when it opens. So this is considered by a lot of insiders to be possibly the best sashimi lunch deal you can have in Los Angeles. It truly is a hot spot in Los Angeles. So I'm walking there right now towards the restaurant, and then we are going to see what all this excitement is all about. So stay tuned. Seated right now, and I made the first cut. Oh, thank goodness, because I was probably like the last or the second to last person before they had to cut off for round number 2. Otherwise, I would have waited for about maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. So anyways, we're here at the restaurant, and this restaurant, to give you a little bit of an overview, has been here since the 1980s. So it's running on almost 40 years now. Can you imagine that? 40 years, and for so many of those years, they've had such great business. People lining up every single day to eat the sashimi, as well as the food from the sushi bar as well. That's like any business owner's dream, to have like a restaurant that's that busy. I mean, once you have that kind of customer base, you're pretty much all set, man. They have a lot of different selections here, but what we're looking for is this one, the sashimi, for $19.50, along with your rice, soup, and pickles. That's what we're gonna get. First of them is the tofu, which comes with 3 separate pieces. And miso soup. How can you have a meal without miso soup in there? Let's try some of this tofu first. Really good. It's such a light flavor. It's like slightly sweet, and so the sauce itself is just so light. I mean, it's amazing. And the tofu itself is very soft as well. This is just such a great start to this whole meal. And that is the miso soup there. Nothing really too innovative about it. It's a typical miso soup. I always love miso soup. I mean, it always tastes so refreshing. There's such a nice, light, but hearty taste to it. So we're going to show you a little bit about what's on this plate. Oh, such an awesome selection here. First of all, we have some squid right over there. Some of these squid pieces. And underneath that is some of this seaweed. Yeah, this like seaweed that they don't really put in sashimis in a lot of restaurants I've been to. They always kind of like put the grated radishes in there, and then they have like this boiled fish that's just like a boiled tuna, from what I understand. So this is a cooked fish right over here, and then they have 3 pieces of tuna right over here, and we got some 2 pieces of this white fish, which I think is halibut, and then we have some yellowtail right there, and we have some cut up tuna right there, and then we have a piece of cooked salmon right there, and then we have spicy tuna, and we got some crab, and we got your regular tuna mix, and then we have some wasabi. Oh, such great tuna. Oh, look at that.
Very fresh tuna. Very nice taste. It definitely doesn't have that frozen taste to it, that bland taste to it that you find in all-you-can-eat sushi restaurants. This is actually good fresh tuna that they use here. Yellowtail right there. You see that? Ooh, looks so good. Gonna eat it now. Yellowtail is good too. You know, I would say that this meal is definitely better than that $10 Katsuya Encino meal that I had. I mean, that Katsuya Encino deal was great. I mean, don't get me wrong, for 10 bucks, but in terms of quality, it just doesn't match to this. Yeah, of course, you'd have to pay twice the amount for this meal, but if it leaves with a big smile on your face, I mean, why not shell out $20 every now and then, huh? White fish. Delicious halibut. You can kind of taste that little bit of that, like a little bit of a sourness to it. I think they put like lemon juice on it, but it just really makes it taste so good. I've been eating this dish for like 20 years now, and I've never walked away disappointed. They've always had such great standard and quality when it comes to this sashimi here at this restaurant. Now I can see why people wait for like 60 minutes or 90 minutes to eat at this place, which means you gotta come and you gotta try this place as well. And then the cooked fish is something that you don't really see in too many sashimi platters. So it tastes nice because it gives a balance to the entire dish, because everything is raw here, which is really good. I mean, I'm fine with that, but add in some of the cooked fish as well. It really brings a nice balance of flavor all around, so that you have like an assortment of seafood here. The raw fish as well as the cooked fish.
See that there? Oh, beautiful spicy tuna. We're gonna take the spicy tuna and we're gonna put some in here, and we put it over the rice, and then we're gonna scoop it up, and I'm gonna take a big bite out of this one.
Amazing. Fantastic. This is also another one of the highlights here at Sushi Gen, is they put these like spicy tuna and like toro tuna mixes, and you can just put it over rice and just scoop it in your mouth, and it's just such an amazing like party going on in your mouth. You see, the reason why the sashimi here is so different from a lot of the other sashimi restaurants I've been to is the fact that a lot of the sashimi restaurants that you go to give you like very thin slices of fish, and usually by the time you finish eating it, you don't really feel like you're completely full. Like, you always feel like you need to order something else. I mean, they give you like 3 slices of tuna, 3 slices of yellowtail, 3 slices of white fish, and some grated radish, and maybe some other few stuff, but that's pretty much about it. I mean, it's very predictable in a lot of these other Japanese restaurants that make sashimi, but here, the reason why this place is so good is that they give you like large chunky slices that are fresh. They give you an amazing variety that you don't even see in too many restaurants that serve the sashimi, and at times they have given me toro as well as part of this dish, like fatty tuna, expensive fatty tuna, and that's why overall this dish has just a nice flavor all around, which customers enjoy, and they'll come back again and again and again.
Empty plate, bam, everything finished. Woo! Just got out and I am full, but it was such a great meal overall. Like I said, this is one of the hot spots here in Los Angeles, known for their sashimi platter. This is something you definitely need to get if you come to Los Angeles and you are looking for a good sashimi. Not only is Sushi Gen one of the best sashimi restaurants in Los Angeles, but I would probably say that they are the best sushi restaurant in the Little Tokyo area in general. So this is a place that you cannot miss out on if you are in LA or you're planning to travel to LA. It's an awesome deal. It tastes great. The vibe in there is just so nice and cool and so traditional. So I would recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Rockstar Eater. If you liked this episode, then please do give me a thumbs up. Comment if you have any suggestions, or maybe you would like to leave some feedback on whether you've been to this place or not. And also, please do consider subscribing to my channel, because that's really the best way to support Rockstar Eater and to get these episodes on a weekly basis. Just go down to the right hand side, click the subscribe button, and you are all set for weekly episodes. Once again, my name is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and I will see you next time.